Guts from Berserk in Dark Souls 2. Let's get right into it and I'll go over the build. Alright, here we are. So what we're going to need for this build is the Great Sword, Ultra Great Sword. Same one from Dark Souls 1, except in this it's a lot bigger. We can get that really early, which is good. We have to kill like one boss and then we can get it. Name him Guts, obviously, and we'll try to make him look as much like Guts as we can. I don't know how well this is going to look. We'll go with the warrior class. He has the highest strength. Take the life ring, it doesn't really matter. And okay, let's see how much we can get this to look like Guts. Alright, that's about as close as we're gonna get. I don't know, it's not the worst, definitely not the best. Alright, let's get right into this. Go over the rest of the stuff we're gonna need for the build. For the armor, I'm thinking the Forlorn set. That looks a lot like his Black Swordsman kind of Berserker armor. For the hood, I'm thinking the Deprived hood, the one we have here at the beginning. So we'll throw that on, because that kind of looks like when he has his hood up. Not super sure though, haven't locked that in or anything. Because we can't really get all that till near the end of the game. So I don't know what we're going to use till then. For rings, we're definitely going to want the Chlorothy ring, Havel's ring. Those are definitely lock-ins. I'm thinking maybe a strength ring. Maybe a defense ring. Not too sure on those, and I can't remember if there's a FAP ring in this one or not. There probably is. I'm the least familiar with Dark Souls 2 out of all the Dark Souls games, so you have to excuse me a little bit. Be a little patient with me. I don't know where, because for the other games I kind of already know what I need for the Guts build, because I want to do all the games. If you didn't watch my Dark Souls 1 playthrough Guts build, I mentioned that. I want to do all of them. After this one, I might do Demon Souls before I do Dark Souls 3, but we'll see. As far as I know, the only boss we have to kill, if I'm remembering correctly, is the Dragon Rider. And we can just roll past him, we don't even have to attack him. This is going to be like a true Guts build, we're not even going to use any other weapons. We can get it right at the beginning. So I think this is the only one we can do that in. Maybe Elden Ring, I think you can, if you just die at the beginning, you can do that. You can run straight for it, but okay, let's see if I can do this first try. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, that took too many tries. I'm not gonna say how many it took, because I'm embarrassed, but it was like 3 or 4. That's probably, that's just a little bit embarrassing. Okay, we just need to smack this lady off. Alternatively, we could pay her 20,000 souls, but I like this way a lot better. Here we go, just kill her, rest at the bonfire. Now we got a lockstone. Okay, now we can go get the Gut Sword. Just gonna put all these souls we got into strength. And yeah, with all that strength, we should already be able to use the Gut Sword, so we're already pretty much set. Just gotta grab it, which, easier said than done. Yeah, so my ass was actually lying. I don't need the Lockstone. I didn't even need to kill that lady. I forgot, I thought it was the other way, with the moving path, but it's actually just, a way past the Dragon Rider. So that's a little bit my bad. You know, it's been a while since I played Dark Souls 2. I'm definitely the least familiar with it in all the games, so I'm gonna let it slide on my part. But yeah, anyways, we'll get the Gut Sword in a minute here. Alright, there we go. Boom, Great Sword. Alright, sweet. Now we got the Great Sword. We're gonna go back to the Forest of Giants. Alright, there it is. The Guts Great Sword. We already got it. Now we can start the run for real. We don't have any of the armor yet, but I don't know when we're gonna get that. Probably not for a while. We'll see what we can come up with before we get all that. I love how much bigger it is than the one in Dark Souls 1. I like that they kept it this size in the other ones. There's also, I wanted to mention the Black Crypt Sword, I believe it's called, which looks a lot like Guts' sword. The only problem with that one is it scales with dark and it does dark damage. And it's kind of stubby, like it's a little too wide, but it does look like Guts', so maybe I'll get that in this one. Well, I don't know if we're going to use it, but we'll at least get it, you know, try it out a little bit. But it's kind of a magic weapon. Alright, let's try this thing out, see how much damage we're getting. Ooh, look at that. Just destroy these guys. There we go, there's a big guy. We're doing pretty good damage with this thing. We gotta get some upgrades in it and we'll see some real power in it. But I've played the game through with it before. I think the last time I played I used 2 of them, because you can get 2 of them in a new game, which is really nice. And I think you can get 2 of them without even using bonfire aesthetics. I love how fast that attack comes out. It seems like crazy fast. I feel like that's faster than any of the other games. Tongue butthole. Nice, classic. Classic Dark Souls message. Here we go, got the blacksmith key. Now we can, we gotta get some Titanite shards, but then we can upgrade our, thingamabobber, our sword. We gotta spend like 20,000 souls on her, and then she'll go back to Majula. So, I'll probably get, like the white branch, or, one of the Pharaoh's lockstones. I love the unique backstab animations. That's one thing. I think only Dark Souls 2. Yeah, only Dark Souls 2 has that. It's pretty cool. I don't know, like, sometimes, you know, it gets a little annoying because they take so long. But I think it's really cool. You know, it's unique. Every weapon has, like, or every weapon type has a different one. A lot of people don't like Dark Souls 2. You know, it's their least favorite Souls game. For me, it's my least favorite, Dark Souls game. Like, I like Dark Souls 1 and 3 better than 2. But I like it better than a lot of the Souls likes, for sure. I'm gonna say something pretty controversial here, so don't come at me in the comments, but I like Dark Souls 2 better than Bloodborne. I know it's crazy. How could you say that? Why would you say that, you know? But that's just how I feel. I like knights and like medieval stuff, dark fantasy more than I like gothic sort of stuff. So that's just my opinion, you know, don't cancel me, that's just my opinion. Even with that said, there's plenty of things Bloodborne does better than Dark Souls 2. You know, Dark Souls 2, it's quite clunky. You know, I feel like everyone knows that. The only real main thing I like more about Dark Souls 2 than Bloodborne is kind of the vibe, you know, like the setting. The setting's a better word for it. I'm a dark fantasy guy, I'm a medieval guy. I like knights and wizards and mostly knights, but that's just my thing. Man, this guy just keeps missing. I just need him to throw it right at these barrels, man. Come on. It's like he's going too high and then too low. And I just destroyed them all. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, if you didn't know there's a shortcut here, you probably knew that if you blow that up, but if you mess that up, then you don't get a shortcut. Alright, let's try to take on the pursuer. We'll try this once. We won't heal. This will just be mono-y-mono. Because I prefer to do like the actual boss fight. I think that's funner than fighting them like this. So I'm just gonna... Just one attempt. I think we only get one attempt anyways, but I'm not gonna heal or anything. Just me and him. Pretty good attempt. Just about half. I'll take that. Yeah, I brought my own firebomb this time. There we go. Little shortcut. Shortcut-a-roo. Alright, time for the first real boss of the run. Yeah, pretty easy boss. No tutorial boss in this game. He's kind of the closest to it. We already fought the Dragon Rider, but we kind of just cheesed him, so I'm gonna call this guy the first boss of the run. I didn't go back and upgrade the greatsword yet. I should have done that, but I think we'll be fine without it. I mean, he's pretty easy. And there we go. Goes down. First boss down. I think we'll do the Pursuer next, then we'll go back to No Man's Wharf and do the, I can't remember what they're called, the guys on the pirate ship. Alright, It's pursuer time. I'm not gonna cheese them or anything. I'm not gonna use the, I guess it's not really cheesing, they put them in here. But I'm not gonna use the ballistas on him. Just gonna fight him straight up. Because he's not that hard. He's actually probably one of my favorite bosses. You know, he has like such a sick design. It's pretty simple. But yeah, we really wish you could get his armor in this. It is so sick. I think you can get his sword and his shield, but it has like the souls of people in it. If you look at it on the chest piece there, it's like faces screaming. It's pretty sick. Yeah, you pretty much just want to lure out the lunging attack. That's the easiest way to beat him. In that attack, it's pretty safe. We're doing pretty solid damage to him. You know, could be a little bit more. Could be less, definitely. But I forgot how fast the R1 comes out on this thing. Like, it makes this really easy. I think that's what we're going to be using on a lot of guys. Yeah, there we go. I think we only got hit once during that. It's pretty good. Pretty easy boss, but a really fun one. I really like it. I really like his design. And the Ring of Blades, that's one I'm gonna be putting on. Yeah, I forgot about that in this one. That's like a really good ring. So yeah, we're gonna be using that for the build. Hope I don't get picked up by a giant bird. Oh! Not again. Alright, we got a few upgrades in the great sword. Picked up some torches, upgraded our flask. So we should be ready for this area. Not my favorite. You know, I usually kind of run through it as fast as I can. The boss, he's alright. He's not my least favorite, but he's not the best. I got a bad habit of just running past this switch here, and I have to run through this whole area again. Oh, we just got invaded. I got a bad feeling we're gonna die. It's okay. We already rung the thing, so it's okay if we die. Oh, okay. That was a pretty sick invasion battle. Just fell off the edge. That sucks. Alright. It's time for the next boss. I still don't remember their name. Flexile Sentry. Yeah, the thing about them is you want to take them down fast. Because the water starts filling up, and if it gets filled up, it's like makes it really hard to roll. So you kind of want to try to keep them on the mace side. The dual sword side is a lot more mean. We're doing plenty of damage to them. There we go. Yeah, pretty easy boss. Kind of cool looking. It's like a mutant lizard thing. But now we can go through the Lost Bastille, get to the Lost Sinner. Take her down. She's a pretty cool boss. Alright, I'm actually going to go through the other way that we already unlocked. Go to the Lost Bastille. I like that way a little bit better, but we're going to come back here after, because I think we can get the first piece of the Forlorn set. It's going to be good. Start building up the armor. If you don't know how it works, the Forlorn invades you in like certain parts of the game. And if you kill him in each section, you get like a different piece of his gear. You know, you can get his armor, his sword, all that. But we can't get all the pieces till pretty late in the game, if I remember correctly. Okay, we gotta try to roll this down perfectly straight and hit that wall. And we can unlock the next blacksmith. Just gonna line it up, walk into it nice and if it hits the wall, doesn't work. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I was gonna hit the wall. Ooh, there we go. Perfect. Alright, time for the Rune Sentinels. I do not think I'm gonna get these guys first try. You know, I used to struggle with them quite a bit. I think it was the first boss in the game that I got stuck on. You know, I'm hoping I don't have too much trouble this time. But, yeah, I was stuck on them for so long the first time I played. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That was a terrible first attempt. Okay, second attempt is going quite a bit better. It's gotta be kind of aggressive with him. Oh shit. So close. Boom, okay, only one left. This should be easy now. There's just one of them, it's pretty easy. And we're doing actually like super good damage to him. Yeah, there we go. Pretty easy boss, you know. A lot of first-time players struggle with them. I sure did. You know, fighting 2 or 3 enemies at once is pretty tough for anyone, I feel like. But now we're next up we got the Lost Sinner. That's a good boss. I'm excited to fight her. It's been a while. Gotta bring the torch. We're gonna light this oil up. It lights up the boss arena. I really like that because it's like if you explore and you collect the key, and you like you bring a torch down here, you can make the boss easier. I like that. I like preparing. Makes it easier. All right. First, what do you call them in this? Great ones or something? Lord of Cinder, basically in Dark Souls 2. First one, the Lost Sinner. Probably one of the best ones too for their boss fight at least. She's pretty fast. You gotta be pretty careful fighting her. Ooh, that's a crazy amount of damage in one hit. There we go. Pretty easy. This thing's doing crazy damage and has a really good R1 attack. So I will take that. Yeah, pretty sick boss. First primal bonfire lit. Alright, after taking down the Lost Sinner, I think we're going to end this one off here. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Thanks for making it this far. If you want to see me continue the Guts build, let me know. I'll probably do it anyways, but yeah, thanks for watching.